Most raid guides will tell you the top counters to use against Xerneas, like Dusk main Necrozma. Oh, did you miss Go Fest? Shadow Metagross. Good luck finding one. Mega Gengar. Hasn't been available since last Halloween. Regular Metagross. Okay, maybe you do have this if you played the Beldum Calm Day last week. Hopefully you evolved some to get the Legacy move and have a few at level 30 or higher. And then there's the rest. Mostly a bunch of Legendary, Shadow, and Mega Pokemon, all of which you cannot easily get right now, and some Pokemon that need an Elite TM to be most effective. Even if you exclude Shadows, Megas, and Legendaries, we have a small list of currently and reliably available Pokemon. Maybe you have some Excadrill if you went after Drillburs during Adventure Week. So what if you don't have any decent counters? Well, here's the only raid advice you'll ever need. The best way to increase your damage output in a raid is to add more players. It's that simple. If you don't have people to raid with in person, you'll need to use a remote raid pass or host a raid for others to join remotely. You could join a Discord server, like the one I've just set up, check the description below for that, or use an app like Pokegenie, or find some random forum online where people are hosting and joining remote raids. The recommended Pokemon that the game will choose for you will work just fine, assuming at least a few of your fellow raiders have competent teams. It will take 3 to 5 trainers with the right Pokemon to take down Xerneas. It's a pure fairy type, so poison and steel are its only weaknesses. If you want to see which Pokemon you currently have that may be good for this raid, just type steel, poison into your search bar and sort by CP. Check their attacks and make sure they're actually using steel and poison type moves. You can also try @steel, @poison, and again sort by CP. These are Pokemon with steel and poison attacks that may be worth using. Of course, if you have unevolved Pokemon that would fit the bill if they were evolved, they won't show up when you sort by CP, so you may have to dig through your storage. If you truly have nothing, here's what's available right now that you can catch in the wild to be useful in a raid against Xerneas, if you have the time and the determination to grind hard before it leaves raids on September 3rd. First, Mega Beedrill. If you don't already have Mega Beedrill, it's because you haven't completed the special research that every trainer gets when starting the game. Just do it. Weedles are in the wild. Find one at a high level and evolve it, regardless of IVs. If you really want to power up a low-level Weedle with good IVs, well, be prepared to grind for Stardust and Weedle Candy. You can tell what level a Pokemon is at by how much Stardust it takes to power it up to its next level. Level 30 is the max you'll find in the wild without a weather boost. The Stardust cost is 5,000. Level 35 is the max you'll find if the Pokemon is weather boosted, and the Stardust cost is 8,000. Next, you can build a team of Gengars. Catch every Gastly you see, preferably with a Pinap Berry for the extra candy. If you can receive them in a trade, it will only take 25 candies to evolve all the way into Gengar. Again, only bother with high-level Gastlys when evolving. You can build teams with better IVs later on. Now, it's a bit of a secret, but stats don't matter all that much, especially in the beginning. Going for max stats is something you can do after you have competent teams built for each type. For now, save the Stardust, let it build up, and only spend candy on evolution. You'll also need TMs to get the correct move sets. One of the worst mechanics in this game is that you can't just choose the move on your Pokemon. It's random, so just keep using TMs until you get the right move. You can get fast TMs from doing routes, and charge TMs come from completing raids and from the Win 2 rewards in the Go Battle League. The moves you want on Beedrill are Poison Jab and Sludge Bomb, and for Gengar, you'll go with Shadow Claw and Sludge Bomb. You don't need a full team, just get as many as you can at level 30 and create a battle party before joining the raid. You'll be wiped out of the raid sooner if you don't have a full 6, but don't worry about it. Just revive, heal, and rejoin. If you're in a remote raid with 5 other people, it may be over before you've even used 3 Pokemon. Now, all that being said, the most important factor really is the number of people in the raid. Of course, at least some of them need to be using half-decent Pokemon too. As I said before, the link to my Discord server is in the description. If you want raid invites from me personally, drop your friend code and trainer name in there and I'll add you in-game. If enough people join the Discord, we can start a nice little community of like-minded trainers. Raid bosses are expensive Pokemon to power up and use. Don't stress about adding them to your raid teams. Unless you're trying to complete raids with as few people as possible or in as little time as possible, you certainly don't need them. The only other place they're used is in the GBL Master League, which is a different conversation. Anyway, have fun, see you next time, and good luck out there.